Yesterday's conspiracy theories, tomorrow's headlines. Most are still asleep and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media Ni. I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second dish to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when it sounds, and I'm down for the beat. No beat down, I mean how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they be out.
Yo, hey, how you guys doing? Good afternoon, good morning, God bless, wherever you are. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Hey, look, so today, I got something special for you, special treat. Haha, look, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something about our food that you should know. See, about 10 years ago, I started on this supplement and vitamin and nutrient game and research. I really got into it. I utilized it for my health and fitness, physiology, mental health, physical health. I was in sports, I'm still active, and I realized that our gut, feeds us with food, and it has a huge role on the way it plays into our brain. Our gut biome has a direct connection to our brain through all the nerves, a lot of them. Right. So, what we put into our body is very important. Now, let's go ahead and get this started. Hey, if you guys don't know, I would drop those Pop-Tarts for sure. Alright, now, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out my sponsor, Boomer Boost. Go ahead, check them out. Boomer Boost vitamins. Honestly, you'll go ahead and love it. Use my coupon code 509 DIBINEPINES 10OFF for 10% off your order. To really kickstart this complete health revitalization with awesome nutrition. Look, they have heirloom barley. Barley is a powerful food. It's mentioned in the Bible. It's mentioned in the Vedic text. The gladiators used it. Hey, if you're gonna go ahead and doubt what the ancients say about our food, then you're missing out. Okay, so they have energy systems, they have detoxification systems, sleep and stress relief systems, brain and gut health systems, immune health systems. So, see all these different vitamin systems that they got? There's more. Look, I've been using them for about a year or more, and they really help. As you know, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been really, getting to my physiology, and this company is grade A, man. No play. This is amazing stuff. They use all natural products. They got formulas designated for the mind, body, and soul connection. They actually go and research some of these things, and they formulate it themselves. And honestly, you can go ahead and tell that this is powerful, natural, essential vitamins. Now, go ahead, shout them out whenever you use them. Look, I love it, man. I go ahead and shout them out every time I use them. Now, next up, we got Tweedle Farms, man. I love me some hemp, and I'm sure you do too. If you can't smoke some cannabis with me, then you can go ahead and grab a doob from this company. They're gonna go ahead and treat you right. I've been smoking on their herb for a couple years, and literally, man, this is a beautiful thing. You see, a couple hundred years ago, hemp and cannabis were used commonly together. Like, people found a way to use both of them, and we kind of just lost that nature. Well, I'm trying to bring it back around here, man. And look, this company is nice. They got a nice selection that they've formulated for equal amount of variety of terpenes, cannabinoids, flavors. So everything is packed up to the max with all the stats. They do it for real. They're all natural. They offer great deals. They offer big amounts, little amounts, whatever you want, man. They got six mystery packs. So a pack of 6 mystery herbs. Ooh, it's nice. It's cool. They got edibles. They got tinctures. Look, concentrates, CBD oils, joints, topicals, small buds, merch. They got a little bit of everything. And you can use my coupon code 509 Divine Pines. Just use that and you'll get a nice 20% discount off your cart, and your sack is fat with that coupon code. That's a fat jack. All right. Let's go ahead and continue on, man. Now, check this out. If you're still with that Pop-Tart, man, oh man, you guys need to go ahead and figure yourselves out, because look at this. All right.
Compared to other countries, the U.S. has notoriously relaxed regulations regarding food additives. Things such as flame retardants and carcinogens are legally allowed to be added to
Whoa.
American food in small amounts, and they'll still be considered safe for consumption. In other countries, however, this isn't the case. For example, there's the recombinant bovine growth hormone, otherwise known as RGBH. This is a man-made hormone given to cows to make them produce more milk. In those countries where the hormone is deemed unsafe, however, you won't find milk produced by cows treated with RBGH at their supermarkets. The same goes for the brominated vegetable oil additive found in sodas and sports drinks. As such, many of America's most popular products are actually illegal in other countries, or at least they come with a warning label. And one of those products is the humble Pop-Tart.
Eat them in the morning, eat them in the evening, Carolina, Pop-Tart.
The good news is that Pop-Tarts don't contain any flame retardants, carcinogens, or other especially harmful chemicals. The bad news is that they're banned in certain European countries due to the inclusion of food dyes, Yellow 5, Yellow 6, and Red 40. The use of these dyes in food is banned in Finland, France, Austria, Norway, and the UK. While you may not think that consuming food dyes is a huge issue, there's actually been a lot of research backing the negative effects that can come from consuming them too often. A 2007 study published in The Lancet changed everything for Europe. Through a controlled trial, scientists evaluated 6 dyes, including Yellow 5 and Red 40, which are found in many Pop-Tarts. They concluded that the dyes have adverse effects on the behavior of young children and infants. As a result, in 2010, the European Parliament mandated that foods containing any of the 6 artificial dyes carry a warning label, and for food created specifically for kids, the use of food dyes is outright banned. Further to that, the Center for Science and the Public Interest has published a few studies regarding the safety of the consumption of these dyes and the potential risks they may pose to people, especially children. One report, published in 2010, found that, quote, many of the 9 currently approved dyes raise health concerns. The dyes, which were originally synthesized from coal tar, but are now made instead with petroleum, raise concerns of cancer, allergic reactions, and hyperactivity and other behavioral issues in children. According to an article published in Environmental Health Perspective in 2010, people in the United States consume 5 times as much food dye than they did in 1955, and the numbers are likely to continue increasing. The publication pointed out that according to the FDA, quote, ingestion of free benzidine raises the cancer risk to just under the concern threshold. Benzidine is a known carcinogen that's permitted in dyes, including Pop-Tarts Red 40, Yellow 5, and Yellow 6, as long as it's in low amounts. Of course, people have been consuming these food additives and dyes for years, and most don't experience any noticeable effects, at least not that they are aware of. But what sort of things might happen if we continue to eat foods with added chemicals? Healthline writes that, in multiple studies, Yellow 5, also known as tartrazine, has been shown to cause hives and asthma symptoms. Other findings reported that people who are allergic to aspirin appear more affected by the food dyes, so if you find that you have symptoms of allergies, removing artificial food dyes from your diet may be a good idea. Meanwhile, other countries are finding new ways to color their food, such as Fanta Orange Soda in the UK, which uses pumpkin and carrot extracts. The US version of the drink, however, still contains Yellow 6 and Red 40. Similarly, McDonald's strawberry sundaes use actual strawberries to get their signature red color in the UK, while Red 40 is still used in the US. It seems that there are plenty of solutions for food dyes that are likely safer for consumption, and other countries are already taking the steps necessary to reduce added chemicals in their food. Hopefully, the US will follow them. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yo, guys, what do you guys think about that? Pop-Tarts and all these other foods that you think are safe for you and your family? Absolutely not, man. They're trash. These companies have been known to not give a fuck. They're gonna go ahead and make their buck. They're gonna make their money, and they don't really care about if you're feeling funny. Now, I don't need to say that twice. Really, you go ahead and do the research yourself. You see the video. Now, let's go on to the next article. Skittles. Skittles. Unfit for human consumption, California lawsuit claims. Now, this was in July 18th, 2022. So this year, Skittles, the colorful fruit-flavored candy, are coming under fire after the lawsuit filed in Northern California. This is written by the Los Angeles Times. Although most people can identify Skittles flavors like lemon, strawberry, or orange, few can probably name titanium dioxide, a color additive that helps give the candies their bright hue. That ingredient is a known toxin and unfit for human consumption, according to a lawsuit against Mars Candy, which creates Skittles. It argues that U.S. consumers are not aware of the health risks associated with the artificial food colors. So, if they don't think that you know, or okay, how about this? If they think that you don't know what the food is about and what's in it, then why should they care? That's their ideology. So you should start doing research. Titanium dioxide, or TiO2, is listed as an active ingredient in Skittles sold in the United States, although it has been removed from the candy's recipe in several European nations and banned in several other countries. In 2016, Mars promised to phase out titanium dioxide and said artificial colors like TiO2 pose no risk to human health or safety. So these guys are blatantly lying. They're like, oh, this poses no risk because they're not doing research. Like, they're not doing the research, so it poses no risk. Okay, whatever. Around the same time, the European Food Safety Authority said there was uncertainty about the characterization of the ingredient. But in May 2021, the EFCA concluded that enough research to indicate that titanium dioxide was no longer safe when used as a food additive. The group said TiO2 particles pose concern for genotoxicity, meaning the substance has the ability to change a person's DNA. Huh, where does that sound familiar? Genetically modified organisms, mRNA type jabs, so transhumanistic, changing people's DNA on a cellular level type medical technologies coming out. I mean, if we see it from a bigger perspective, guys, they're trying to alter our genome, and they're giving you guys Skittles. You guys love it. The lawsuit filed Thursday at San Leandro, California, resident James Thames is seeking to turn the complaint into a lawsuit. Mars did not immediately respond. So, we're questioning, are Skittles safe to eat? Do you really want to taste the rainbow? FDA says the ingredient is not to exceed 1% by weight of the food when used as an ingredient. As of March 29th, the agency maintains that titanium dioxide is a safe food colorant. In May 2021, the European Food Safety Authority said titanium dioxide is no longer safe used as a food additive. The agency said the general toxic effects could really not be safe for the daily intake. Yeah, honestly, guys, we know this. Like, it creates cavities. It really creates a sugar addiction. These are all false cells that are going into your body, so it's creating disruption with your own genome, right? And it's like causing blockages in your arteries, doing all this crazy shit. Among the colorful candies that suit names that do not use titanium dioxide are bright red Swedish fish, Black Forest gummies, Sour Patch Kids, and M&Ms do not use titanium dioxide. Huh, interesting. I mean, I know that the Black Forest gummy bears are pretty good because they got the organics, and that's pretty fire. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw away Skittles every time I see them in my family's hands. Sheesh, I hope you do the same, man. Next up, Lucky Charms. Potential link to illness probed by the FDA in General Mills. Written by Fox 13 Memphis. April 16, 2022. Ooh, man. These things are happening right now. People want these companies gone right now. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration confirmed Saturday it is investigating Lucky Charms after fielding more than 100 customer complaints of illness after eating the cereal. Thousands of people complained on a consumer website saying they have experienced nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Neither the company nor the FDA official issued a recall of the cereal. According to the journal, cereal rarely results in foodborne illness. Yeah, right. They just don't like reporting on it. Like, you know, we've seen that before. Where is it? Oh, do you have recent symptoms within 24 hours or 1 month after taking the Jibby Jabby? Well, yeah, and then, you know, it goes under the bus. Alright, so you see that. There you go, big name brand covering their deadly poison up. Now, next up, we have a article written by Medium, and you see this picture for all my viewers at home. Some nice, tasty Doritos. Psych, they ain't tasty. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Deadly processed foods are very addictive, and 90% of the food income processed junk is on stuff like Doritos. And let's go ahead and break down why this is junk. Alright, so this article has mentioned a whole bunch of stuff that's in your Doritos, and look at man, there's like so many ingredients I don't even want to talk about. There's a couple right here that just like stand out, which is yellow 6, yellow 5, red 40, disodium inosinate, disodium guanylate, you know, partially hydrogenated soybean. It's not even fully hydrogenated. They're giving you like half hydrogenated stuff. Ugh, gross. Like, and you want all that water. Hydrogenated means water. Like, you know, you want the water. Natural and artificial color. You don't want that artificial color. Disodium phosphate. You don't even want that. Now, the whole corn they use in there, genetically modified, contains toxins, contains pesticides, probably grown by Monsanto, who owes like trillions to the world in lawsuits recently. Now, these things can wreak havoc on your digestive system over time and cause your organs to fail, such as your liver, your kidneys, your bladder, your lymphatic system, and oh, now this makes sense because, all right, back in high school, I kind of ate like shit, like, you know, that's what made me start getting on a better health system because I realized I was eating like crap. And one of the things is that I actually had a lymph node taken out in my arm. right here, there's a scar. And it's interesting. So it was barely easy surgery. One of the lymph nodes was like super swollen. Like there was this huge fat blob in my arm. It kind of looked gross when they took it out. It was hurting. It was constantly in pain. I would make my arm hurt. It was just weird. It was a weird thing, but I ate like shit. I ate pure 2-minute burritos, 3-minute soups, hot Cheetos, hot fries, Dr. Pepper, Red Bull. And that's about it. Yeah, that was my main diet. FML. Yeah, alright. So the vegetable oil they use in Doritos, genetically modified. Very modified. Dangerous amount of omega-6s, omega-3s. I mean like over amount. So they're just like flooding you. They're cooking it and making it very unstable at the monocellular level, meaning like it's not actually healthy cells, it's just polluted water and stuff, you know. The pasteurized cows are on a commercial level when they're harvested, and man, you know the commercial unsafe practices of these places. A lot of them use growth hormones, like the very mainstream ones, because America still allows it. It's ridiculous. And so you're gonna go ahead and get filled with artificial hormones, not even natural, real cow enzymes and stuff. So the yellow 6 that's found in Doritos can cause cancer, hyperactivity, allergic reactions, diarrhea, vomiting, nettle rash, migraines, swelling of the skin. Yellow 5 can cause allergic reactions, hyperactivity, cancer. Red 40 damages DNA, causes swelling around the mouth, hives, hyperactivity in children and cancer. Maltodextrin is generally from modified corn, which is very bad. It's known to cause abdominal bloating and flatulence. Can cause digestive problems, constipation, diarrhea. Doritos also has citric acid. Citric acid is used as an enhancer and preservative. It's a very known irritant to the digestive system, causing heartburn also, and damaging mucous membrane in the stomach. Citric acid is also known to promote tooth decay in European studies, so you don't want that. Corn syrup solids, which actually I'd seen, but like I didn't really know much about, and yeah, it looked gross. So this is the ingredient that is contributing to obesity. Corn syrup solids is precisely the ingredient that is contributing to obesity. Fructose can disturb your metabolism, elevate your blood pressure, and triglycerides, causing weight gain, heart disease, and liver damage, and even deplete your body of vitamins and minerals. Whew. Look, man, the things that they're trying to feed you is trying to destroy you and alter your DNA so that they can go ahead and take over bodies through the MK Ultra process, the V2K process, the hypnotization, the spirit, harvesting, and the ritualization in the media, movies, and music, but also their words and the scripts and things that they say, like in Hocus Pocus, they're using real witchcraft and real magic on your ass. And there's other shows that are doing the same. And so we see the UFO connection with all of it. They're trying to destroy your genome on a cellular level through food, from the biome. So it's from inside out, they're killing you, and then around you, they're creating this dark artificial vibe of these possessions and type of shit, because everyone's destroyed inside, so of course they're being able to be taken over outside. Doritos also contain acrylamaids, a toxic substance formed when carbohydrates are cooked at high temperature. Acrylamaids are linked to cancer and other serious diseases. One study shows that eating acrylamaids increases the risk of kidney cancer by 59%. Remember, you are what you eat. Nah, I haven't touched Doritos and any of that shit in years. Tell you that. That's a fact. I haven't drank soda in 5 years. I haven't touched fast food in 5 years. Look, man, like there's some things that you just can't do if you want to mature, grow up, and evolve. Like you can't be stuck in that same little vibrational state and go ahead and get stuck in the slave food that they want to feed you, like the porridge and the pigs, the little tray that you're feeding you mush and brain and freaking yellow 5 and 6 and shit, and hey, you're just gobbling it up because you want to. But don't, because you're getting gobbled up in your body and your digestive system, your mentality, your emotions. You're all tired. Your physiology is off. You're out of tune. If you want to make a change and be in tune, you gotta change what's inside of you through the food, my dude, and my booze. Yeah, I feel I'm good. Now, next up, we got this article from foodbabe.com. FDA banned ingredients linked to cancer, but they are still all over shelves. Yes, they are. We're gonna go ahead and list a lot of these companies for you. Now, I'm gonna show you later a picture and a map, but while we're at it, I'm gonna list some of them too. So we got M&M's, Snickers, Twix, Skittles, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, Dove Promises, Starburst, Eclipse Gum, 5 Gum, Big Red Gum, Double Mint Gum, Juicy Fruit Gum, Extra Gum, Orbit Gum, Hubba Bubba, Lifesavers. Now, I know for a fact that I haven't touched most of that shit in a long time, well more than 5 years. Like, I started noticing there was some weird stuff in our food 10 years ago. See, I was in the military, and like, I went from eating civilian food to eating some military food to trying out my own diets, and I got a palate cleanser, so I was able to go ahead and freshen my taste buds and the way I see things and the way I think. And also, I guess studying chemical biology, radiology, and nuclear studies at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and one of America's largest chemical colleges. One of their largest. I guess studying there was a very helpful thing too. Now, a lot of these companies that I mentioned about a minute ago definitely admit to using artificial substances. Artificial flavors, these blue ones, red, yellow, the reds, the yellows. It's nasty. It's really bad. They even got titanium dioxide and all this. Modified food starch, aspartame, BHT. This is all very toxic chemicals. See, a lot of these chemicals are actually used for lab work, and people need hazmat suits, these big old suits that protect them from fumes in order to even be around them. And you ask why they're putting them in food if they're harmful for you. It's because the people who are making the food and the money are not from the same country as the people who are in this country naturally eating the same food. Like, so 300 years ago there was millions and millions of people here, and they're still here. The same people are still here over the last 300 years, except a lot of the Indians. But if we look at the other cultures like the Mexicans and Africans, the Asians, and other cultures, they're still here. The Mexican culture's never left. So over the last 500 years, the invaders, the dark Masons, and all these other light I don't even want to get into the Masonic aspect, but all these Masons and all these occultists came from Europe, came over to America, and well, they aren't the Americans. They're just occultists. Occultists came and made all these companies. They own Kraft. They own freaking Dove, Mars, M&M's, Lay's, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all this shit, right? Because it's mega rich families over generations, hundreds of years, owning the same land and making the same companies, right? Whatever. We know it. Now, they aren't us. Like I said, a lot of them still have that slave mentality too. So how do you, feed a slave and keep them controlled? You feed them poison. Look, I'm being honest. Like, a lot of these chemicals, they're very toxic. They're using cleaning agents. They're using pesticides. They're using poisons. They're using things that, if on a acidic level, if you had a dropper with most of these chemicals and you put it on your skin, it'll probably like destroy your skin. But because they're using them at such small amounts, it doesn't have that erratic of an effect. It doesn't have that great an effect. It's a slow drip poison that they're feeding you. They're feeding you microdose amounts of deadly chemicals and just gobbling up your DNA. So, all my viewers at home, we're browsing through this and we're definitely seeing all the different companies that they're using. Oh God. Yeah. I'm glad that I stopped using these a long time ago. So, once I stopped getting into artificial foods, literally my energy would through the roof. I was able to wake up early in the morning and happy. I was able to roll out of bed. There was times I wasn't able to roll out of bed 10 years ago in high school. I would fuck it. Like man, my body used to be hurting. Now I can wake up, I'm energized, I'm happy, I'm smiling. I can go to sleep normal. Like, I'm not uncomfortable just tossing and turning. It's because of my diet, really. It's not because I'm like taking meditation courses with like Zen levels or getting massages every day or in a bathtub, hot tub. No, it's mainly because of my diet. What I feed myself is what I'm acting out as. Like, my energy, we are what we eat, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and continue on, so you guys can continue to see what is happening to us. A slice of health problems, frozen pizza and chemicals linked to cancer. This is written by the EWG, which is the Environmental World Group or something like that. It's a very powerful organization, and that's actually good. They're environmentalists. Like, these guys aren't bad. They actually, I believe one of their things is that they write scores for food. So like, I started using one of their scoring systems to actually check the health level, because it'll tell you what has genetically modified shit and what is natural, and it's cool. It rates foods. I believe it's the EWE. Yeah. There's a database somewhere in there. Know your environment, protect your health. Right. All right. So these frozen pizzas are damaging your DNA, and you know what? I always knew there was something weird about this, man. They have titanium dioxide in it. This article states, which I had stated earlier, which is in Skittles. And it's that bullshit in Skittles. It destroys the DNA. It's in frozen pizzas, and even TBHQ harms the immune system. TBHQ is mentioned in that. It's in Totino's cheese flavored rolls, bagel bites, pizzas, and they also have BHA, which is a preservative that identifies as a possible human carcinogen. So they're putting carcinogens in tea, and you're not even smoking cigarettes. They're putting, these combustible, or I think it's something like that. So they're putting some carcinogens. Sorry for saying combustible, but they're putting some cells in you that are bad, that are disrupting your network, right? So they're found in IMO's pizzas, Poli Guys pizzas, and it states right here, these frozen pizzas also contain red 40, which is bullshit. Like, bro, all I need is tomato, cheese, meat, and I'm fucking good. Maybe some jalapenos, some pineapple. Yeah, pineapple belongs on pizza. Yep. Honestly, You guys need to check out the frozen pizza ingredients next time you guys do that. Or just go ahead and make yourself a homemade pizza. All right. Next up, we got businessstandard.com. It says right here, this article is from 2016, May 24th. KFC, Pizza Hut, Domino's, McDonald's selling toxic breads. Oh, you guys didn't know? Sheesh, a blind man could have smelt that one. Except Domino's, others have denied the usage of these chemicals. So Domino's actually admits it. Wow, good job for you. Pat on the back, huh, friend? Yeah. Domino's did not respond to the potassium bromate, though, which can cause cancer. Potassium iodate could trigger thyroid disorders. Whew, that's pretty big. Potassium bromate is a permanent additive. Sheesh. Now, you can see that there's a big push over the last 5 years to eat healthier foods, and well, I think we now know why. Things are getting very strict. You know, they want to artificially manufacture our foods, take away natural substances. Hey, you know, I think it's important. I'm pretty sure it's important. Really important. This isn't just some hogwash. Like, these are DNA changers. They're schizophrenia causers. They're physiological damagers. Like, these things destroy you on a cellular level, on a mental level, gut level, and probably destroys your muscles too. I don't even want to know what it does to your sex. Like, probably makes you sterile. People probably don't even have kids if they eat McDonald's, or if they do, probably like demons. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and move forward. So we see that these big time companies put even potassium bromate, potassium iodate in their breads, which is nasty. Now we have a post from ctpost.com. It says a similar headliner. McDonald's and Pizza Hut are found to use some nasty stuff. It says it found a plasticizer compound that can cause cancer, infertility, and asthma. Oh, so I was right. Infertility. Look at that, dude. Wow, holy, that's my psychic energy. I did not fully read every little word of this. So these companies are putting microplastics, which, yes, can cause infertility. Has a lot of fat and a lot of sugar, whatever they're putting in. They have DNBP phthalates and 70% DEHP phthalates, which is probably some really bad stuff. Okay, both compounds are used as plasticizers. They are used as production things like industrial pipes, rubber gloves, shampoos, soaps, and vinyl floors. So they're, yeah, like I said, they're using a microdose level of plasticizers and putting them in your food to probably just like make more money. Now these plasticizers can cause cancer, thyroid disease, smaller testicles, infertility, behavioral problems, attention deficit disorders. And I'll be fucking honest, like, I used to have an attention deficit disorder, like, in high school. Like, I used to just be like playing video games 24/7 because, like, I don't know why, like, I would just need my brain to be functioning at that, right? Now I can chill. And I wasn't able to chill until like 10 years ago. I started smoking weed. I started eating better. I really started cleansing. And boy, oh boy, did like all my problems go away. I mean, other problems found me, of course. The New World Order was like, nope, you cannot continue on without this stripe on you. Anyways, so this article right here from DNA India talks about the breads again, and the potassium bromate and iodates and how it's hazardous. Woo, man, so that's multiple people. Okay, now look it up. Junk food. Oh yeah. Now this. Oh yeah. Same thing. This is another article from the UK Daily Mail. It's talking about the plasticizers in McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut. So this is coming from everywhere, guys. Like, this isn't just one place, like, you know, one country or one city talking about this. These are multiple countries. These are multiple agencies, multiple news manufacturers and outlets talking about the dangers of these foods and how, you know, let's just say it's being marketed as undangerous or not dangerous, and being marketed as tasty, being marketed as money saving, fulfilling. They're giving you coupons and chances to win a prize and this and that. They're selling you lies, and they're destroying your DNA. Like, that's why I just say grow food yourself in your own yard, and if you can, talk to a local butcher. Get in contact with a local butcher, someone in your home area, you know, not too far, or whatever you want to do, and get a real network going, a real communication, a real personal friendship with who you can see and who you can trust, and who you know is supplying your food, and you know, you can kind of get a good sense if they're doing you wrong or doing you not. At least you have the opportunity to know and experience that, instead of being sold poison by blind people in hoods and labs. You don't even see the creators of Skittles or pizza or McDonald's. You've never seen them, and they're feeding you food. Why would you take food from a stranger? I'm, you know, just giving you some questions, you know. All right, guys, here we go. Check this one out. Like, this is a one-page article, or I believe. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and make this quick. Look, Takis. Yeah, we know what's up. Takis, they're freaking bad. Potential side effects of the poisons in here: TBHQ, BHA, BHT, yellow lake, FDC, red 40, sodium citrate. These things can cause hyperactivity. They're known carcinogens. They can cause ulcers. They can cause gastritis, which is gut problems, severe stomach pains, cause cancer, throat cancer, because TBHQ, BHA, BHT, yellow 6 lake, red 40 lake, sodium citrate are not natural compounds. They're poisonous compounds, very highly toxic. I've been talking about that for a while, and I have the credibility, and I have the military research and training to go ahead and give you guys this actual data. Now, these things will literally kill you in a lab if you're not wearing a mask. Like, if you're blowing this up, you'll pass out. You'll probably die. They have it also has sodium nitrate and nitrate, which is found in fertilizer and rocket propellant. You know, no big deal, right? Yeah, you know, you're just eating on rocket propellant and drinking on fertilizer half the time from all these different companies, and you're just like, man, I feel sick. I don't feel good. Well, sheesh, Charlie, what are you eating over there? Like, come on, man. Hey, Donna, what's going on with your lunch? Come on, man. Yeah, I said some white names. What's up, Pedro? What's up, Juana? How about some Mexican names? Man, whatever, don't even matter. Pal, guy, buddy, what the fuck you eating? Don't eat this shit. Sorry for my language, but hey, no one else is gonna tell you what's real except me. Joseph Daniel Pena. Hey guys. Also, I want to thank my sponsor, PepperNDLLC.com. Now, this is a local supplier of peppers, jalapenos, custom cookies and sweets, and some other few things like wooden spoon. Sometimes she is awesome. She is amazing. She grows the best peppers. Located in Sunnyside, Washington, over here, and locally loud. Now, oh my God, look at this. She got 2 pepper caviar jars. This is fire. Ooh, she got a stock with it. Oh man. Hey, she has caramels. All right, those wooden spoons. She got mushroom peppers. I got one. This was banging, man. Banging. Totally worth it, bro. Like, I'm sweating every freaking morning. She got these aji amarillos, chaparitas, pineapple, mango, bell pepper, Carolina Reaper pepper, cherry bombs, cayenne, habanes, arbol, chocolate bubble gum, ghost death spirals, gourmet sugar cookies, gourmet habaneros, Egyptian walking onions, patali jam, guajillo, ghost scorpion yellow, Hungarian peppers, jalapeno, J-box, jalapeno mammoths, J peach ghost scorpions, Jimmy Nardellos. He got a newborn crotchet puppy hat too for your baby. If you want to go ahead and get your baby a nice little cute little puppy hat, she can make one for you. Probably just hit her up in the email. She got Mayan corn, orange fatales, orange fatale jam, peach fatale, orange habanero, organic arbol pepper, purple candlelight, purple UFOs, purple ghost reaper scorpions. She got rare and unique pickled peppers, rare and unique jars in 16 ounce and 3 ounces, 2 packs and 3 packs. She got red Geneva habaneros, fatales, piorons, serranos, Tabasco, thighs, Trinidad Morega, white fatales. Bro, look at bro. Like, I'm Mexican. I love my fucking salsa, and this girl makes the best salsa. Hey, she's fire. Go hit her up. Thank me later. Tell her I sent you. And honestly, I could not thank Popple enough. Look, dude, this is amazing. This is a digital business card that you can wear around your neck. You can put on the back of your phone. You can put on your work desk. You can get all these new technologies they got. They got this nice little wristband. Look, like, this is one of the coolest companies I've seen. It has an NFC chip and a QR code that you can put your company in digitally on the website and have the QR code and NFC pull up your company and website in real time. So you have this phone card, you have this Apple Watch band, little band, got custom badge, you got a display, and what these do is this allows you to have your company and your business be shown off and marketed wherever you go. People can pull up your information at the click of a button in 1 second. Instead of carrying around thousands of business cards and in your house, and look, you don't need that, bro. You just need one business card. Look, I got a coupon code. So if you guys like this and you guys think this is cool, and you know what, you can actually also have a team mode. So you can have multiple people on your account, and let's say you're a big time company, you have hundreds of employees. You can have all of these dudes have their own Popple cards under your company, and it's gonna help your business so much. Honestly, I've been getting followers. I've been getting so many links in real time over here. People are so interested. I'm like, hey, look at this business card right here. Have you ever seen this? And they're like, wow, okay, what you got? Like, you got a website? And they see my logo. Hey, this is cool right here. They're showing you all the different designs. You can put your own custom design, your own custom logo. Now, use my coupon code for 25% off. I think it's 20% off. Joseph Pena, all one word. JOSEPHPENA. Now, thank me later. And let's get back to the broadcast. So we had talked about coffee, right? And now I'm gonna continue on. Chips, potato chips. A lot of people talk about them and how they're bad, and yeah, honestly, I agree. we just seen how Takis were horrible, and I really started controlling my chip game. You know, I really get some whole grain type of stuff. I really love these kettle chips. Well, maybe not all of them, but I'm really loving, you know, some nice premium chips. Like, I'll rarely get any brands. Like, it's just, you know, certain few that I'm getting from. And I'm sure, you know, you guys look into Hot Cheetos, and you look into Ruffles and some of this other stuff. You know, we've seen Doritos, we've just seen Takis, how they're so bad. And, you know, it's talking about acrylamide right here, and how it's found in tobacco smoke and environmental pollutants. And it's found in your chips. Most of your chips have this acrylamide, which can be caused from cooking potato oil at high temperatures. And it's just a bad carcinogen that they're putting through your body. It kind of just slowing down your system. It can cause cancer. And, you know, this is a RDN specialist. You know, these guys are real deal. They're studying. They want the best for you. And look, this is an expert recommendation from this website called Eat This Not That, or eatthis.com, which is probably a pro health site. All right, next up, mensjournal.com. Coke and Pepsi drop potentially cancerous chemical. Wait, hold on. They had a potentially cancerous chemical for how long? They barely even told you, I bet. And I bet they didn't even really take it out. Coke and Pepsi are modifying caramel coloring, naming it 4-MEI. And that is a very toxic substance right here. This is known to cause cancer. It has a cancer warning. Yeah, well, why would they put it in? This is ridiculous. But actually, they don't like us, so whatever. All right, it doesn't really say too much, but it just mentions that 4-MEI is an artificial modification of caramel coloring and can cause reproduction toxicity, you know, infertilization, which prevents you from having kids. Man, next up we got penlive.com. Cancer-causing forever chemicals found in McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King food packaging. This one is interesting. So, this article states that forever chemicals are lingering in the food packaging for these companies. They have presence of fluorine. It's contaminating the food and beverages. It can be found in the bloodstream of 99% of Americans. Now, what this is PFAS, and PFAS is dangerous because it's a highly toxic acid. It says perfluorooctanoic acid, which if you can't pronounce it, it's probably bad. Most likely. I mean, if you can't pronounce it and you probably see that it doesn't come from nature, probably bad. And so what these will do, I guess, is they'll stay in the environment and our ecological system for a very long time, and we can't really do much about it. And so it's like that microplastic thing, where these microplastics are just so toxic and so weird in a chemical nature, different than natural, that it's just like they're staying around for a long time. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Like, it's not just the food, it's the freaking plastic they're using the food around, and this plastic seeping into it. All right. So we have this article from CBS News. Starbucks, others must carry cancer warnings in California. Starbucks may contain an ingredient that is linked to cancer. That ingredient is acrylamide. Hey, it's a carcinogen. We've been talking about that. That's the one in chips. So they're using some burnt ass beans or something. What are they doing? How's acrylamide in beans, right? I mean, you have to cook these things at high temperatures, so they must be lacing the beans with some type of chemical. But if it's being shown that Starbucks has acrylamide in their beans or fertilizer and other things, as we know, and I think it said that acrylamide is also could be used in fertilizer, or some of these pollutants and things, these sprays, whatever. Regardless, fuck Starbucks. I haven't drank that trash. Yes, bro. Go just buy yourself a nice bag of organic coffee from a local vendor or from online. $10, $15, $20 a pound, depending on what you buy. If it's mixed with CBD, mushrooms, different blends, turmeric, different things, right? It's much better. You can make like 20 different cups of coffee with that $15 instead of paying $5 for 3 coffees. Save your money, guys. Come on, save your body, save your life. All right, this is from PETA. Okay, you know what's up. This is the Animal Network, right? And they have a whole bunch of stuff. I know PETA is freaking one of those companies where you just you talk about it. I don't know if you trust or you do trust, right? Anyways, it talks about gelatin. Gelatin is used in everything. Jello candies, marshmallows, cakes, ice creams, yogurts, vitamins. Look, dude, this is used everywhere. And there's also a product called agar, which is gelatin, but it's derived from seaweed, I guess. Now, gelatin is made from boiling skin, tendons, ligaments, and bones of animals, from cows or pigs, and maybe other rotting animals, because we really don't know. But whenever you eat Jello, whenever you eat candies, these gummy bears, marshmallows, and you wonder why it's just you might have a bad reaction to it, well, it's probably because of what's in it. And I wouldn't even eat that shit anyways. So here we go. We're talking about acrylamide, right? Acrylamide is a chemical used primarily to make substance in polyacrylamide and acrylamide capopolymers, which is used in paper, dyes, plastic, treating drinking water, wastewater. So treatment of sewage, you use this chemical. Caulking for carpentry, food packaging, adhesives, and can be found in foods. This shit's nasty, bro. They're using very highly toxic agents in our food supply. For the sheeple, right? If you're not a sheep, then you know what's up. Hey, Chad, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Hey, it's my buddy Chad Smith. Look at this dude. Hey, this is a good boy right here. He's been here since day one, real one. What's good, man? How you doing, dude? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. You can go ahead and come right in if you want. Now, I'm just go ahead and talking about, food supply, what's good, what's not, this acrylamide, how we should get it the fuck out of our body. Yeah, dude. So acrylamide is converted to a compound called glycidamide, which causes mutations and damage to DNA. Hear that, guys? So this acrylamide, which is found in potato chips, which is found in Starbucks, which is found in a lot of foods, causes mutation and damage to cancer. Where did I hear that? Oh, from Skittles earlier, how that titanium dioxide causes mutations and changes and damage to DNA. So this is 2 different chemical compounds that are used on, let's just say, 7% of mainstream foods that are openly in their own writing and in their lab studies and the government studies shown to cause mutations and damage to the DNA. All right, guys. So, you guys hear it. Like, when people wonder, man, it's like the DNA and the physiology and the way humans in America have changed. It's like they're getting weaker over the generation. Well, there's a reason, guys. If they've been using these chemicals for 70 years or 80 years or 100 years, well, yeah, we can see that over every decade, people are going to be genetically on a DNA level weakened, mutated, damaged, which is probably where we see all these infertilities. We see so many, let's say, physical problems, like, you know, ailments that can't be necessarily healed so easy, paralyzations, you know, mental problems, like people not being able to speak, deafness, blindness, you know, all these different things, how it's increasing, you know, cancers. Yeah, guys, if they're feeding you some molecules that's really destroying your stuff, and it's like on a DNA level, and we wonder, like, I know for a fact, there's a whole bunch of adults, it's even shown in, like, you know, the movies, it's shown in podcasts, everywhere you go, it's like the adults are like, oh yeah, we're bigger and better. You know, it's like the boomers said that to the generation above me. I'm 29, and then the generation above me is like, oh, I'm bigger and better than the last generation. Well, you know, it's like, well, on some DNA sense, like, it kind of is that way, bro. Like, it's not even a lie. And what's weird is that people, you know, a lot of people don't know it, so they're just like falsely perceiving, like, oh, these people are getting weaker because they're dumber. But it's like, no. People are getting weaker for real because what they're eating. And, you know, if we can understand it and change it, then we can save our family. We can save us fucking thousands of dollars in medical bills. You guys know how much freaking medical bills cost these days. It's ridiculous. Let's go to Canada or some European country where this stuff is free, right? I mean, actually, if you go over there, half of these countries don't even have GMOs. You don't even need to go to the freaking doctor. Sheesh. Hey, Chad. So you're doing good, man. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, I'm glad, man. I'm doing pretty good, too. I'll admit. I'm blessed right now. I'm feeling great. Everything is settling in my life. And I'm here helping you guys out with some wisdom. Because I've been, you know, on the right path with food. And I gotta help my brother now. I'm gonna help my sisters out. So, studies of workplace exposure, where high levels of acrylamide are exposed, can cause neurological damage. So, you know, you gotta watch out for the pollutants where you work. You know, look, I'm not gonna lie. The more that I've been reading over the last 3 to 4 years about the pollutants and let's just say viruses, chemicals in the air, within our foods, everything, I kind of see that a mask is cool. But look, hear me out. I'm not saying that a mask is being used properly, though. Like, there's proper uses. We're not finding the proper uses. This would be a proper use to go ahead and stop you from breathing in this freaking crap acrylamide that'll freaking, look, it says right here, through inhalation, acrylamide, which you know, can be found in preparation plants and, you know, different high level factories, man, can cause cancer and neurological damage. So they're like destroying you in the food and at work. That's freaking crazy. These guys are absolutely insane over here. Hey, thanks, boss. Hey, my room, yeah. I know, you see that Bruce Lee? Ooh, look at that. Hey, hold on real quick. I got the freaking remote, and you know, check this out. Oh, you see that strobe light? Hey. Yeah, thanks, Chad. You got that. For me, man. Hey, boss mode. Now let's continue on. Hey, next article. We have about 7 more articles here. Then we're gonna open it up for guests if anybody wants to come on. Goldfish crackers are very bad. It says right here at this. It says kulamama.com. Goldfish crackers contain vegetable oils, which are pretty inflammatory. Contain pesticides, rancid oils, genetically modified organisms, genetically modified soybean oil. And to be honest, man, if anything says genetically modified, throw that shit out, bro. There's an ingredient in goldfish crackers that is labeled autolyzed yeast, which is a form of MSG. And MSG is a flavor enhancer used in processed foods and spice mixes. And Dr. Russell Blaylock, a board-certified neurosurgeon, says MSG is an excitotoxin that damages your brain cells by means of overstimulation. Hey, so isn't that what I said earlier? Just by me, reading it out. I'm not even a freaking neurosurgeon, but I was just reading the data and I was like, man, it's almost like they're overstimulating our cells. And look, this is what this dude says. They're overflooding our stimuli. If we need a certain amount of whatever, they're freaking putting it on 10,000, just like swamping it out. So our cells can't even realize and what's going on. It's there's too much, and it's like, it will cause just physical problems, man. I'm not gonna get into it too much. So he warns you, this Dr. Russell Blaylock warns us that excitotoxins can cause various levels of cellular brain damage, can potentially trigger learning disabilities and neurological conditions. Wow, that's pretty intense, man. I know I ate a lot of goldfish and I didn't know what was in them, but it was almost like there was some crack in them. I was like, dude, these things are so good. Well, dude, if these things are causing what's it say, excitotoxins, so overstimulation, then it's like every one chip is like 1,000 freaking massages, or every one bag is like 1,000 massages. Like, you kind of get the example I'm using. Yeah, okay. Next up, we got, see, now this is where I go ahead and start slowing down, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you a bit of the foods that you shouldn't buy, because I spent some time talking about the things that are really bad for you. Now I'm just gonna show you. Here's up first on this list is Pepperidge Farm goldfish. So these things must be bad as fuck. And I fucking love the cheese, man. Wow, can't believe it. Made with whole grain, real cheese. My ass. Shit. Enriched wheat flour sounds good, but it has many nutrients stripped away in the processing. Iron added in a metallic form that our bodies just can't absorb. And I've seen people break down foods and put a magnet over foods and pull up iron particles. I've seen this in many YouTube videos. So folic acids is shown to be linked to cancer. The cheese is from genetically modified cows and growth hormone stimulated cows, so their cells are all fucked up, their energy levels are all out of balance, their blood is whack, probably sick too. So what they use in them, RBST can cause mastitis, which you would need antibiotics for. So I don't even know what it says. It's also, I guess, mastitis increases antibiotic resistance, so you're getting prone to being sicker. Like, you're able to get sicker quicker because of this. This is unbelievable. Yeah. Okay, the cheese contains annatto, which is a coloring agent, and that is linked to irritable bowel syndrome. So annatto can be known to cause irritable bowel syndrome. The vegetable oils are used are probably cooked in the same acrylamide way, so they're cooked on such a high temperature that they're actually destroying the cells and just like creating carcinogens. Probably, I think that's just a guess. It says, yeah, the oils are heated to unsafe temperatures. Yep. Okay, acrylamide is. Then so oxidized, treated with petroleum solvents. So petroleum solvents are being. That's what I thought. Like that's what I said with the Starbucks beans. There must be a spray, right? So, you know, these things are treated with solvents, petroleum solvents, and other type of agents. They're like, oh yeah, it's just making the food better. Yeah. The oil is treated to change the color and change the odor. Wow, holy shit! So they're changing the odor and the color of these chemicals. Now, if you want a different alternative, right? Right here. If you want an alternative, right here, whatever. Annie's organic cheddar bunnies, I've been buying them for years. These are freaking bomb skis. They're pretty good, man. Not gonna lie. I guess they also got Mary's Gone crackers. Non-GMO, organic, made from brown rice, quinoa seeds. Alright, so this is what I started with. This next food was the first one I started with. Isn't that interesting? The last one I did is the first one on this list, and the first food I did is the second one on this list. Wow, so I must be on point, yo. Right here it talks about Kellogg's Pop-Tarts. The filling is about 10% fruit, and the other 90% is palm oil, GMOs, artificial colors, enriched flours. Alright. So, my buddy right here, Skeldon, says all seed oils are carcinogens. Hey, thanks, that's good to know. I do hear a lot about seed oils recently, and I see a lot more online. And it's fascinating to know about this because I'm over here, you know, cooking. I do a lot of home cooking, so I pay attention to this, and yeah, man. Carcinogens may be bad. I mean, I like my carcinogens in my weed only. See, cannabis releases some carcinogens, which in another article stated that it blocks CD19. But anyways, that's for another day. So carcinogens can be good, they can be bad, but we're right here live talking about what's good and what's bad. All right, so these Pop-Tarts I had mentioned like an hour ago. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff right here. We had watched the video. They're just toxic crap. These can cause allergies, hyperactivities. It contains red 40, yellow 6, blue 1, yellow 6. Yeah, maybe familiar as it is in a dye that was removed from Kraft mac and cheese. So whoever was eating Kraft mac and cheese as a kid, you're eating freaking yellow 6. Yeah, no wonder it wasn't like the right yellow, dude. I was like, man, this looks a lot more yellow. This looks like it's like some plastic yellow, because it was. And those toxic dyes can cause cancer, hyperactivity in children, asthma, skin rashes, migraines, and affect learning abilities. They're already banned in most countries. Caramel color would cause lung cancer in mice with long-term exposure. So caramel color is what's in Starbucks. You know, caramel coloring, artificial coloring. A lot of this, yeah, that's incredible. It's that, you know, it can cause lung cancer in mice. It's actually not a good thing. Incredible. I mean, incredible that the research has shown, and so we can take this home. Yeah. So monosodium glutamate is listed as a gelatin and is linked to obesity, intestinal tissue issues, migraine, skin rashes, and brain damage. So fuck them Pop-Tarts. My buddy Skeldon right here says 95% of everything in our grocery stores are filled with artificial colors and dyes. I agree with you, dude. And oh, dude, hey, look it. So I'm right here local in Washington State in a prime agriculture and farming area, and literally, I've called many stores like last year, and I was asked about the organic supplies and the, you know, artificial, you know, whatever, how much they had of each, and I found out that most of these really don't care. They're just like, yeah, well, we have like 10%, 20%, but it's cool that my local Safeway right here, right by me, has like the largest selection in the local 100 miles. So at my store, we got the best selection of organics, natural food, non-GMO foods, and you know, it's a blessing. I've been able to realize like that a lot of people don't realize the artificial colors, and people don't appreciate it on a management level either. Like, you know, when you say 95% of everything in our grocery stores is filled with that, because like the managers don't even know, bro. Like they're just buying stuff, they're handed down this company, they, you know, they get it through some type of means, and they just don't know about the artificialness. But hey, I'm over here in Washington State, and I'm glad that, you know, Bill Gates is putting a lot of people on game. When Bill Gates is in our own state and he's talking about, yeah, I want to buy all the farmland, and I want to go ahead and genetically modify the corn, and, you know, genetically modify this, that, everything, freaking from the sun to your body. Like, there's a lot of people in my state now that are like, hey, hold on, wait, if he wants to do that, there must be a reason that the, you know, nature and our body is like natural, you know, non-genetically modified. Yeah, bro. This is you know, and right here, Skeldon, hey, like, you say nobody. You're right, dude. Hey, it's because look, we know that in ancient times, and even you know, like on some cellular level, there's levels to this. Like, some people don't get it on a IQ level, and you know, not everybody is destined to be that way. I don't think, man. I think that, you know, there is still some humuguli, and there still is some let's just say organisms that haven't evolved, you know, some newer species, you know, DNA lineages that just aren't as evolved, you know, let's just say island, like, not to be messed up, but let's just say islanders comparatively to Masons. You know, on a DNA IQ level, there's just two different worlds, right? So when we say nobody bothers to read the labels of food, yes, because, like, you know, some of these DNA, you know, and inside, and the IQ level inside is kind of like on a nobody level. It's not there. It's like degressed. It's lowered. And you know, I think personally, whoever's gonna find this information is meant to find this information. Like, whoever's meant to be a somebody is going to be a somebody. Whoever's wants to be a nobody or meant to be a nobody is going to be a nobody. And the somebody's got to stick with the somebodies. You know, the important people got to stick with the important people. The people who see these things in the light got to stick with us this way. And we just gotta, I mean, we can talk about this. Like, we can lead a horse to water, but we can't make him drink, you know. Hey, but this is fascinating right here, that I can go ahead and share this out, you know. At least we can tell our friends and family, right? Am I right? Next up, we got Nesquik chocolate milk. Man, this shit, man, this stuff was so good, bro. Oh man, I loved me some Nesquik back in the day. It says natural and artificial colors are not really natural and artificial, really. And the artificial flavors can cause allergies and behavioral issues in tissues. Nesquik also has carrageenan, which is a thickening agent, and it's used in milks, processed foods. It's been known to cause animals gastrointestinal inflammation, intestinal lesions, ulcers, malignant tumors. If you see carrageenan on the label, it's possible that it also contains MSG. So you'd want to use organic chocolate milks. Right here, dude, I've been buying Organic Valley for a while. Like, I buy whole milk and, you know, organic milk, dude. I didn't used to like milk. It used to give me this bad acid reflux, but ever since I switched to organic milk, I don't get that acid reflux. There's no reason. Oh, and number 4, soda, dude. I haven't drank soda in 5 years. We could talk about soda all day. What this quickly says, it contains caramel color, which is some of that bad stuff we had mentioned with Starbucks and a couple of those other companies. It contains yellow 6, red 40, natural flavors that aren't even natural. So if you like soda and that like bubbly feeling, you know, that good taste, that fruity taste, I would switch over to kombucha. I've been drinking kombucha for years, and literally, man, it's like adult soda, and they have a alcohol version, so it's like soda, and some of them contain alcohol, and it's cool because you get the cleansing of like a biotic in your gut, so it helps your digestion, and it has the fruit flavors, but it doesn't have all these nasty chemicals. And literally, man, it's tasty. That doesn't even cost that much. And when you buy the alcoholic version, it gets you a little buzz. So you get healthy, you get a little buzz, you get happy, and you aren't slumped out later on a sugar high and DNA destruction. All right, number 5, it says fast food kid meals, bro. I don't even got a kid, but I would never get him a fast food if I did. Woo-wee. So it talks about the meat, dairy, fruits, and vegetables all being GMO'd and pesticided up. Their chicken and, well, actually, the chicken in, all places like Chick-fil-A and all these other places contain MSG in their seasoning and breadings, which, you know, chicken McNuggets and sheesh, guys. It's like they don't want you healthy. Number 6, Yoplait yogurt. Oh man, I need to get rid of this. I've been reading this. I see this in my fridge actually from my mama. I'm gonna tell her and put it on game. It talks about Yoplait yogurt having 2/3 of the ingredient, 2/3 of the daily recommended sugar in just one tube. It has carrageenan, which can cause intestinal problems, genetically modified dairy, genetically modified cornstarch, and these things can cause allergic reactions, nausea, diarrhea, DNA damage. It's like, you know, and everything. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you about 100 companies in this one big old picture, and you're gonna save it. You're my friend. If you really want to change your health, save the picture, and next time you go to the store, don't buy those products or don't buy those companies. Just look for an alternative. There's alternatives, you just have to look. So the alternative for yogurt would be Stonyfield Yo Kids pouches or Stonyfield Greek plain yogurt. And I actually buy Greek plain yogurt. That stuff's bomb, dude. Like, for sure, there's organic Greek plain yogurts everywhere, and like, dude, way better. You can put anything you want. You can put real fruit, you can put chocolate, you can put all these different things. Just make sure it's non-GMO, whatever you put in it. Oh man, little 7. Sheesh, dude. Number 7, they talk about kid cuisines. Dude, this is a blast from the past. I'm just looking at this. I used to eat these all day. I'm sure a lot of us did. Oh my god, look at that. They got the little freaking penguins on there, dude. All-star chicken breast nuggets. Oh man, bro. Yo, these TV dinners are probably the worst thing for you. Ass, booty, crap. Sheesh, guys. All right, let's talk about it. So you'll find trans fat in the mono and diglycerides and partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, which, you know, ew. You'll find red 40, yellow 6, blue 1, blue 2 lake, and annatto. You'll find MSG. You'll find spice blend, natural flavors, soy protein concentrate, and carrageenan. You'll also be nauseous. You'll get allergies. You'll have hyperactivity, chest pains, heart palpitations, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and more from these ingredients. So, what you want? Yeah, man, just cook yourself up some homemade food. Like, I've been meal prepping for a little bit of time now. You know, once I really started getting more and more into it the last couple years, started growing my own foods, and like literally, dude, like I'm way more happier and healthier when I meal prep and I have a nice home cooked meal instead of like, let's just say I do grab something quick to eat from like a corner store or something, like whatever, you know what I mean? Now, number 8, Kellogg's Fruit Loops. Oh, no, not the Fruit Loops. Oh, no. Dude, wait, hold on. Kellogg's Fruit Loops contains weed killer? Sheesh. You didn't know that? I didn't know that. None of us knew that. It says the GMO sugar, corn, and soy that are prevalent in this are found to be bad. Partially hydrogenated vegetable oil is GMO. Contains trans fat, which is considered to be the worst kind of fat and linked to serious health risks. Fruit Loops has 6 artificial natural colors, and well, some of these ingredients can cause can cause hyperactivity, can cause ADD, ADHD, so neurological issues is what I see. So the cereal is causing brain issues. Hey guys, if you have kids, put them on, it says right here, Enviro Kids cereal. And you know what? I actually eat a couple of these. They have like some chocolate ones. Yeah. Different. Yeah, I eat like Nature's Path too, which is an organic one. Bomb. Good cereal will go a long way. Like you'll notice a way better change in your day. It's just way tastier. You don't feel bloated. So number 9, Hostess Twinkie. Dude, I'm looking at the ingredients. I don't understand any of this. This is like Japanese. Nah, I'm joking, but it's really bad. What I'm saying, it's just they're not real. What is this, dude? All right, it talks about partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, shortening, beef fat, enriched bleached. Sorry for sneezing. Enriched bleached white flour, high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, MSG, artificial colors, over fortified flour, dangerous GMOs, toxic food additives. Like, there's probably like 2% real freaking vegetable in here, or I mean real ingredients. Everything else is literally crap, like cooked up in a lab. So an alternative, it talks about Arrowhead Mills organic vanilla cake, which you can bake yourself. Dude, man, I really want to freaking bake a cake now. Oh my god, donate $10, give me a cake. Hey guys, oh yeah, go ahead, support me. Cash App, PayPal. Hey, hit my link that you see below, Linktree, and you'll get a couple of the links. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and add it after the video, the link to my Popple and link to my website, and you can go ahead and find merch, check out some new cool things wherever I'm at, like Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I have all my links. Like, subscribe, share, donate, man. I could use your help. Shadow ban to the max. Literally, bro. Like, I am a targeted individual because of this. We know it. Everybody knows, like, whoever speaks this gets shunned. All right, number 10, Kraft Oscar Mayer Lunchables. It talks about the artificial colorings and flavors can cause behavioral reactions and difficulty staying focused. And the cheese isn't even cheese. You'll find GMOs, trans fats, and nitrates, which can cause cancers and allergic reactions. Hey, so they're feeding your kids poison. They're putting something in the water. Turn the frogs gay. You know that type of stuff. Putting fluoride in the water. Yeah, bro. Here we go. An article from the Los Angeles Times. 10 natural ingredients, but you have no idea what you're eating. Gelatin, which I discussed. Boiled pig ligaments, tendons, and just all a bunch of crap. Number 2, isinglass, dried fish bladders, which goes and is a clarifying agent for beer and wine. So you may have remnants of fish bladder in some beers and wine, but who knows? Rennet, number 3, an enzyme from cow stomach linen, from the stomach lining membrane of an unweaned cow. It's used to curdle milk, which makes cheese. There's also vegetable rennet used to make vegetarian cheeses. So it's the stomach lining membrane of an unweaned cow, which makes cheese. That's so gross. Number 4, shellac. Insect secretion. Shellac is made from secretion of a female lac bug found in India, Southeast Asia. The substance is washed, heated, and then flaked. The hard flakes are mixed with ethyl alcohol, liquefied, and used to paint sheen on lollipops and other hard candies like Jolly Ranchers, Tootsie Pop. You're licking on female lac bugs, flakes. Oh my god. I'm throwing up. Number 5, goat colostrum. Pre-milk of pregnant goats. Colostrum is a thick yellow fluid mammals produce before producing mother's milk. Nothing described as a thick yellow fluid ever has been appetizing, unless we're talking about a runny egg yolk. Goat colostrum is known for being in smoothies. But it's also a strong immune booster so, you know, you can handle it, it'll help you out. Number 6, stearic acid, fat from pigs, cows, sheep, dogs, and even cats. Stearic acid is a fatty acid, sometimes extracted from the fat of pigs, cows, sheep, dogs, cats. It's commonly found in softening agents of chewing gum. So, Big 5, Red, Orbit. Fuck, oh my god, I don't even want to think about all the gums. I used to eat gum so much. Number 7, carmine. So you see this, actually, if you actually see this, look at some of the ingredients on the back of your products, you'll see carmine. But what you don't know is carmine is made from crushed insects. Carmine creates a red dye. And it comes from the bug carmine, also known as cochino. They crush the cochino bugs and they harvest the red juice or color that comes from the blood and bodies of this bug. And you know, Starbucks uses red dye in the drinks, cochino. I don't even want to know what else. But if you see carmine, don't let it be yours. Number 8, L-cysteine, amino acid from hair. Oh yeah, I heard about this last year. I was meant to cover this. So L-cysteine is an amino acid derived from human hair, duck feathers, or hog hair. So you're freaking eating hair, maybe. It's used as a dough conditioner to soften bread. Yep, you're eating hair and bread. It's the thought of a piece of human animal hair in your sandwich making you hungrier now. You're not alone. So the mainstream breads, not only do they have like bad phosphates, they have hair, phosphate and hair. Oh my god, dude, I'm not eating mainstream bread again. Fuck no. Number 9, argan oil. I've heard of argan oil. People sell it online for shampoos and a lot of different things. Argan oil is made from a nut found on the argan trees in Morocco. So argan tree nuts on Morocco from trees, whatever, you know what I mean? But here's the weird thing, is that they're really hard to crack, and the farmers over there put them in goats and they let goats eat them and shit them out. And so after they shit them out, they get much easier to crack. Doesn't that sound familiar? Actually, like that cat shit or that bat shit coffee that people are eating. They're like, oh yeah, eat this coffee that a cat pooped out. Fuck, what? No, I'm not using argan oil or no coffee that came out of a cat. Like, that's shitty. Haha. Oh god. So Argan oil is a cosmetic ingredient, but it's also used for dipping and couscous or vegetables and salads. So it can be used in common salads. Oh, probably at like your pre-made salad from like Jack in the Box and stuff. Now this is the last one on this list, and it's sick. It talks about castoreum, beaver anal glands. Castoreum or castor is made from crushed beaver anal glands. The ingredient is used in ice cream. How someone figured out they should put beaver butt in ice cream is something that we don't want to know. And it's a natural ingredient, so you know, don't really feel so bad. But if you want to if you want to freaking eat some beaver anal glands, check out the ingredient castoreum and find out what products it is in. Probably in ice cream. Oh my god. The Los Angeles Times, I thank you. Now, next up, we got a... Oh man, so skeleton right here. Poopers, let's poop. Yo. Oh man. Alright, talking about it. 11 surprising chemicals found in Domino's, Taco Bell, and other fast foods. BHT, BHA, tritium phosphate, diaminum phosphate. We're found in Krispy Kremes. Tartrazine, found in Baja Blast. These things are all bad. This is, you know, typical stuff, yellow 5s and the phosphates, acrylamides, you know, carcinogens. Salads and croutons contain azodicarbonamide, which can make foam plastic vinyls and things like yoga mats. So they're putting yoga mats in your salad. Croutons. Yeah, I never really liked croutons. Like, they seemed weird. They definitely did seem a little weird. Chipotle. So I know I talked about Chipotle in the last few years as good, but I guess right here, you know, maybe they've taken it out, but maybe not. They have this ingredient called gypsum, which is also known as calcium sulfate hydrate, which really can be found in drywall and chalk and shampoo. So that's pretty gross too. Wow. You know, there's a lot of research out here that talks about the ingredients in our foods and how it's destroying us. And there's a lot of people in our friends and family circles who are hurting. They're damaged. They're on a DNA level. They're modified, weakened, overstimulated. They're out of balance or out of tune. They have neurological issues, ADHD, ADD, all these other physical issues, you know, ailments, cancers, and we can fix it through our food. Most of it, right? Most of these problems can be fixed through our gut biome, what we eat, and truthfully, I think we have a much better chance at helping our family and friends if we teach them these things. I mean, the longer our family and friends last, the better we last, am I right? Like, the longer we last. Where we go one, we go all. You gotta keep the weakest link in the pack strong, you know? If you keep the last dude strong, then the whole pack will be strong. So, this article from Insider continues to talk about all these ingredients, you know, from breads to bananas, salads, you know, the GMO stuff that you see in mainstream that literally says like, or how about this, that literally doesn't say non-GMO, natural stuff. Like, if it doesn't say natural, non-GMO, organic, and you know, has this image that shows you that it wants to promote healthiness, then it's probably not healthy. I'll be honest. If they're hiding it from you, if someone is hiding information from you that can be damaging to you, then they don't care. You won't know. You know, if they're serving you ingredients and they're the type of people to just make money, then they're not going to tell you. So you won't know. It also talks about chlorinated chicken. Jesus Christ. So 10% of the US chicken gets treated with chlorine. That is disgusting, bro. Now, here's the fun part, guys. Turn this back for a second. Now, here we go, guys. This is the conspiracy theory time. HEK-293. This is from atcc.org. Talking about the product. HEK-293. You ask what that is? This states, it is a cell line exhibiting epithelial morphology that was isolated from the kidney of a human embryo. This cell line can be used in industrial biotechnology and toxicology research. So, this, go ahead and talk about this right here. It is used in vaccines. There is a lot of research from the Public Medical Library of National Library of Medicine, so the NIH, National Center for Biotechnology Information .gov website that talks about the ethics of 293, and it talks about complicity, fetal tissue, vaccines, cooperation with past evil, and use of cell lines derived from aborted fetal cells. Moral reflection on vaccines prepared from cells derived from aborted human fetuses. The ethics of fetal tissue transplant. Abortion and fetal tissue research. Ethical concerns. So, the NIH is ethically wondering if this is the way to go. Like, you know, there's people researching things all the time, but not everybody agrees with it. So, you want to know why and what HEK-293 is and why it's controversially, morally obligated, or kind of ethically challenging. Here we go. Sinomex is an American biotechnology company that develops food additives. The company reverse engineered human taste and aroma receptors from HEK-293. Talks about right here. Sinomex is used in Pepsi, is used in products that you eat. Company PepsiCo use Sinomex in their sodas, and they still do it, but alright. Look it, here we go. Now, here's this fancy article that I pulled up. I love these articles right here. July 15, 2015. Which companies are using the human fetuses in their food? This is press from the Independent News. Biotechnology company in California called Sinomex specializes in development of food flavorings using aborted embryonic cells for the production of food chemicals. Research by Sinomex into the use of HEK-293 aborted human fetal cells as a flavor enhancer was published in the PubMed in 2002, after which several patents were filed by them. Additionally, this company is partnered with numerous major processed food manufacturers, including Kraft, PepsiCo, and Nestle. Processed food isn't the only hidden source of additives using human fetal cells. There's beauty products, vaccines. According to a website, End All Disease, beauty products and anti-wrinkle creams are made from aborted male baby cells collected after a 14-week gestation period. Many vaccines, including Merck & Co.'s MMR2 vaccine for measles, mumps, and rubella, as well as Proquad Merck, Varivax Merck, Pentacell, Sanofi Pasteur, and Havrix, GlaxoSmithKline, also contain derivatives of aborted human babies. Oklahoma Senator Ralph Shortley has introduced legislation in early 2012 to prohibit the normalization of widespread cannibalism, yet still continues to this day. The only way to truly stop it is to stop supporting companies that use these things like HEK 293. What they don't tell the public is that they are using HEK 293, human embryonic cells from an elected aborted baby, to produce these receptors. They could easily chosen an animal instead, but they use a baby. And here, that's how we're going to do this live. HEK 293. Now, if I can find the article. Cell origins. The lion was cultured by scientist Alex van der Ebb in the early 1970s at his lab in the University of Leiden, Holland. The transformation was executed by Frank Graham, another scientist van der Ebb's lab, who invented the calcium phosphate method for transfecting cells. The source of the cells was a healthy aborted fetus of unknown parenthood. It was named HEK 293 because this was Frank Graham's 293rd experiment. So they have a replicated 1970s aborted cell line. Alright? They're constantly replicating it and keeping it in the lab, putting it in these petri dishes, repeating it for decades using the same 1970s aborted fetus cell. Alright guys, you've seen it. You can go ahead and do your research on this. It's pretty sickening. So you want to know what companies use HEK 293? Here. All Pepsi soft drinks, Sierra Mist soft drinks, Mountain Dew, Mug root beer, No Fear, Ocean Spray, Seattle's Best Coffee, Tazo beverages, Amp beverages, Aquafina, Double Shots, Frappuccinos, from Starbucks, Lipton tea, Propel, Sobe, Gatorade, Fiesta Miranda, Tropicana, Nestle products, the coffee creamers, Maggi brand soups, cubes, ketchup, sauces, seasoning, instant noodles. Notice the name Maggi, like witch. Kraft, so Blackjack, chewing gum, Bubbaloo, bubblegum, Bubblicious, Cheeklets, Chlorets, Dentine, Freshen Up gum, sour cherry gum, sour apple gum, Stride, Trident, Sour Cherry Blasters, Fruit Mania, Bassett Licorice, Maynard's Wine Gum, Swedish Fish, Swedish Berries, Juicy Squirts, Original Gummies, Fudgy Peach, Sour Chillers, Sour Patch Kids, Mini Fruit Gums, Cert's Breath Mints, Paul's Cough Drops. Now here's a few beauty products in the name. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this, but maybe someone knows. It says Biogel Prevetum Journey, Bioserum Lumiere, Bio Restorative Skincare. And it mentions a couple vaccines. Proquad, Varivax, Pentacell, Vacta, Havrix, Twinrix, Zostavax, Imovax. Wow, I got a shingles vaccine recently. These motherfuckers. Dude, I had a dream after 1 week afterwards that I got fucking spliced or something. Like the dream was literally the doctor putting something in my arm that wasn't the vaccine and them knowing it. Like, it was so weird. It was just the weirdest dream. I was like, how am I thinking of or looking into someone else's perspective or soul? It was like, yeah. Okay. Anyways, Other medicines, pulmozamize, Enbrel, all use this HEK. So, guys, eating and drinking aborted fetus cells, along with plastics and hair. And this is not no joke, man. This is all from their own words. Now, here we go. I'm almost done, guys. This is just a couple 2 articles to now put you in perspective. So we see that all of these foods were really bad on a mainstream level. If they're mainstream and they don't tell you shit about how real they are and where they're sourced, then they're probably bad. So we know all that. Now let's put this together with just 2 articles, right? Just to go ahead and change maybe your diet, the way you feel, your physiology, physical looks, your mental health. Right here, guys, from neuroscience.com, a recent study on August 30th, 2022. Sugar disrupts microbiome, eliminates protection against obesity and diabetes. So too much sugar will eliminate your cellular network from protecting itself against obesity and diabetes. So the more sugar you have, the more likely you are to be obese and diabetic because of the protection network. Like like how I mentioned 30 minutes earlier, the overstimuli, a lot of these ingredients in foods, right? We get overstimulated. So, I'm not saying that you're getting overstimulated from sugar, but we can set off chain reactions that just because we eat one thing, like it sets off a chain reaction. So here, this study summary says Western diets high in sugars reduce the number of Th17 inflammatory cells in the gut of mice, setting off a chain of events that lead to metabolic diseases, pre-diabetes, and obesity. A study of mice found that dietary sugar alters the gut microbiome, which I had stated ever since forever. Gut microbiome is very important, setting off a chain of events that lead to metabolic disease, pre-diabetics, and weight gain. The findings published today in Cell suggest that diet matters, but an optimal microbiome equally important for the prevention of metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and obesity. Diet alters microbiome. A Western-style, high-fat, high-sugar diet can lead to obesity, metabolic syndrome, and diabetes, but how the diet kickstarts unhealthy changes in the body is unknown. Hey, Ghetto Bedroom Records, man, what's good, dude? How you doing? My boy, Wasp Boss, how you doing, man? That's good. All right, so now the animals show characteristics for metabolic syndrome, such as weight gain, insulin resistance, glucose intolerance. The microbiomes change dramatically with the amounts of segmented filamentous bacteria common in gut microbiota of rodents, fish, and chickens falling sharply, and other bacteria increasing in abundance. So, sugar can cause bacteria in the gut, is what this is saying, and it will lead to obesity and diabetes, which we kind of fucking know. Like, let's just put 2 and 2 together. We see a whole bunch of sugar and we see a whole bunch of obesity. And it's like, oh, it's just happening. No, it's like what we're fucking eating, guys. Now, this article states, when we fed mice a sugar-free, high-fat diet, they retained the intestinal Th17 cells and were completely protected from developing obesity and pre-diabetes, even though they ate the same number of food. So, just, they took out the sugar and they didn't get fat. Guys, I wonder what happened to us. Like, I'll be honest, I used to weigh 180 and I was eating a whole bunch of fucked up shit. And that was 5 years ago. I was also not in the best legal position. Now, I got fat, I was eating crap, and I started removing a whole bunch of sugars. So that moment I was like 180. That was the moment I stopped fucking drinking soda. Like 5 years ago, I realized, I was like, man, I'm fat. I wonder if it's the soda. And now I weigh 150. I weigh 157. I weigh 157 all muscle, and it's pretty cool. Like, people at the gym are like, dude, like, you changed, man. You notice, like, people don't know how hard I've worked, man. Like, people only want to see me for one thing or think this and that. They want to see a legal issue. They want to fucking see conspiracy theorists. They want to see, oh, he lives with his parents, even though 50% of the world still lives with their parents, you know, even though that they see that I'm like this mystical, esoteric type of guy, you know, I have this divine name and a birthday, 528, and, you know, I have all these things that just create this illusion. People don't know how hard I've worked to freaking heal myself, clear myself, put myself in the light, and, you know, put myself back on track. And, you know, one of the things is the food, my weight, and, you know, people are like, yeah, you're doing good, but, like, I don't know where I came from, man. I was seeing hell. I'm misjudged. I was fat. I was depressed. I was in a bad state from the foods, from, you know, New World Order, from my society, my friends and my family, these people around me. I literally get negativity from these people. Like, they don't want to eat healthy with me. So how the fuck am I supposed to, like, be happy and healthy? I'm having to do this alone. The last 5 years, I've been eating alone. People don't want to fuck with me because I don't want to fuck with fast food. I'm like, nah, I don't eat fast food. They're like, oh, you're lame. I'm like, fuck you, you know. Man, it's been rough, but I'm glad that I made this change, and, you know, it's important to realize that we can change. We don't have to be fat, unhealthy, depressed, sad. We don't have to be stuck in a negative mindset. We don't have to be filled with hate. You know, it can change from the inside out. You know, typically it's just our gut biome, and, you know, maybe there's other outside of agendas or things that we can go ahead and, you know, deal with, like, you know, maybe not, you know, stepping on government toes, or maybe actually healing your family and learning how to fight for each other. And fuck, you know, I'm getting off track now. Anyways, man, I'm getting too deep. My brain is thinking one thing. My body wants to finish this off right here. So this article from Neuroscience pretty much just states, delete the sugar, delete all those artificial sugars. You know, sugar be found in fruit. People don't realize that. So eat fruit, but don't eat those fucking Yoplays, those Skittles. Don't eat all that artificial shit. I don't even think a lot of cane sugar is really good for you. Really, truly. You know, if you want natural sugar, monk fruit is a great sugar alternative. And lucama. Lucama is a fruit found in South America, and it is a freaking amazing sweetener. It'll actually give you energy. Yeah, it when I started using it, lucama, 2 years ago, as a powder and a sweetener, oh, dude, like, I noticed my lemonade was 2 times sweeter and 2 times stronger. I didn't get the acid feeling, and no other way to describe it except that nature has an alternative for everything artificial. You know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so from Science Daily right here, we talk about eating late increases hunger, decreases calories burned, and changes fat tissue. Ooh, alright, Ghetto Bedroom Records talks about organic agave nectar. Dude, Wasp Boss, you are correct, buddy. That is some good stuff. Honestly. Like for real, you know, agave is bomb. Agave is found in tequila. Agave is a stimulant, a natural stimulant. So it's one of the only, you know, it's not one of the only, but it's a rare stimulant found, you know, in these fruits and stuff, right? It'll hype you up. So this article from Science Daily continues on. While popular health diet mantras advise against midnight snacking, few studies have comprehensively investigated the simultaneous effects of eating late on 3 main players of body weight regulation, and thus obesity risk, regulation of calorie intake, the number of calories you burn, and molecular changes in fat tissue. A new study provides experimental evidence that eating late causes decreased energy expenditure, increased hunger, and changes in fat tissue that may combine with an increased obesity risk. So, you know, it also right here talks about, I think, let me see where it is. Talk about circadian. Yeah, so circadian disorder right here from the study. So circadian rhythm is the natural rhythm that we live on, right, of the earth. And I think that this food has something to do with the circadian rhythm, right? So if we're eating food and animals that mainly thrive in the light, then like I'm sure eating in the darkness probably ain't the best way to get that food, get the food. You know, you don't want to eat food in the darkness because then you're just attracting dark light, which, you know, so the moon does actually repel its own energy. Now, this is just a whole theory, right? I'm just the conspiracy theorist. So, thing about, you know, the circadian rhythm, eating late, you know, how eating late would alter our body. Well, it's probably because maybe something to do with the energy that is found in most foods. Like it has something to do with the sun. We radiate better with it. You know, it burns natural compared to down here. It's probably like, you know, oh man, I wonder if that's why cannibalism and those dudes thrive, because they're out there in the night eating dark shit, like devilish type of shit, and you know, with bad energy. Anyways, fuck it. You know, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off showing you this map, this fancy map right here. Look at this. See, there's about 7 or 8 companies that are big. They own everything. Nestle, P&G, Johnson & Johnson, whatever, Unilever, Mars, Wrigley, Kellogg's, General Mills, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Quaker, Mondelez, Kraft. And for everybody at home, look, I'm just gonna leave this up for a second. I want you guys to save this picture. Save this real quick. Save it as I'm scrolling through it. Whatever, do whatever. Write these down. And the next time you're at the store, just don't even think about this. I'll be honest, guys. Once I started removing half of this shit out of my diet, dude, I felt so much better. My sex game is better. My gym is better. The way I'm able to process information is better. On the basketball court, I'm better. In video games, I'm better. Everything about me heightened. No other way to say it, guys. I mean, I studied chemical, biology, radiological, nuclear sciences with the National Guard. And look, dude, I was only like level 1, level 2 hazmat. I don't remember. But bro, I took this to heart. I started studying. I've been doing this for 10 years, reading these type of articles and more. Really getting in depth with some naughty type, you know, Rothschild, like New World Order agendas and why they're actually doing this and how they're doing it. They're like, they want to control the population, destroy the population. They're looking for the lineage of Adam, you know, trying to destroy people, destroy the lineage of Adam. Bro, if you see these companies, don't fuck with them. These dudes are probably from Nephilim ancestry. They're devilish, like, most likely. I know this is a skeptical take, right? Like, you might be thinking, like, wow, is this for real? No, this is for real. Like, yeah, man. Don't be eating these fucking foods, bro. Save your life, save your family, save your ball sack, save your titties. Save your kitties. Hey, guys. This is 509 Divine Pines. And you know what it is, bro. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. That was one of the best episodes I've done because it means a lot to me. Food means a lot to me. I'm now 157, you know, pounds, and I used to be 180. I used to be fat, and I didn't change till I started eating better. I mean, okay, there's some missing links. Like, as a kid, I was also skinny, but in high school, I was unhealthily skinny. I was like a twig. I was really not there. So, you know, from like 6th grade to senior year, really skinny right after high school, got fat as fuck because like I just, you know, didn't work out and fucking. I mean, I was in the military, but like I came back in the National Guard and I didn't, you know, take care of myself. National Guard taught me one thing, but my like the high school taught me a whole nother way. So I had this fucking, you know, I had a train wreck of ideology. Like, you know, I no other way to say it. Like my life got flipped turned upside down, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Hey guys, it's been a pleasure being with you guys. Skeldon, Wasp Boss, my homie Chad Smith. I appreciate all of you guys, and once again, for all my viewers at home, go ahead, share this, like, subscribe, share. For all my audio listeners, you can follow my YouTube, hit up my website, and see the visuals in the video whenever you have a chance. I love you guys, and literally, take care, eat healthy, God bless, stay high, stay bright. Peace.